Must Part 2 is the title of this. This is like the second drive-in or something like that. If you caught the show this morning, we talked about if you don't feel like it, you must. That's the key to stepping up and becoming a champion at whatever you do. It is literally digging deep, and if you saw the show this morning, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, go back and catch it. It's a good one. So stepping up and doing what you don't feel like doing and making that a must for the importance of growing and doing the things that you want, right? And getting the outcome that you want. So on that note, I just finished up mile 40 of 100 for this month. You know, it's July here in Florida. And so what do I do being your crazy coach? Commit to doing 100 miles in, I really hope that this is on the right, I hope I'm not sideways. 100 miles this month of trail running. Yes, it's the hottest month of the season here, and it's time to do it. You know, it's called stepping up. Do I always feel like getting out here in the heat of the day and the humidity and doing this? No, sometimes I go, well, I could make it up tomorrow, or, you know, I knew I was going to hit 40 miles today if I did 7. Okay, I was going to hit 40 for the month, which is going to putting me right on track. But the key to it was I could have gotten on, you know, after the 4th or 5th mile, I'm like, dang, it's hot out here. Dang, I got a lot of work to do. It's Monday. You know, that mind starts eating at you, right? So my mind started eating at me, and I'm like, F you, mind. My body's going to run the 7 miles, and that's all there is to it. I actually exceeded 7, but I'm not counting that until we get to the end. Then I do the tenths and the halves and all that, because it adds up, and you know, usually it helps you crush your goal, not only hit your goal. But always do a little bit more, and that's what makes you a champion at what you do. Do it. I could have skipped running today, totally, and probably still gotten my goal at the end of the month, but I could have skipped today, but that would have been the loser mentality. I would have definitely been in the loser mentality, because I would have been coming up with excuses. I could have done 4 or 5 miles and gone, oh, I can make it up because, you know, it's a longer month, and I can make it up this week, and, you know, that's still pretty good. Most people aren't out here running 4 or 5 miles on these rugged trails in the heat of July. That's good, right? And I could ask you for the little pat on the shoulder. Okay. Now, if you know, you might be in a position where you're going, Coach, I can run a quarter mile and that's it. Well, that might be your championship for the day. Beat a quarter mile. I don't judge there. I don't know where you are at. I know where I'm at, and the loser mentality would have been to skip today and come up with every excuse why I couldn't have run. The average mentality would have been 4 or 5 miles is better than most. Well, I don't compare to most. I compare to me. You compare to you. I mean, you can use me to compare to if it motivates you, and I'm cool with that, and we can do some little competition, as long as it's healthy competition. But the truth is, I want to be a champion at what I do. You know, I set a goal for 100 miles, but I don't want to stop there. You know, hopefully I'll crush that. That's my goal, is to get more than 100. So if I'm ahead of the game throughout and I push harder, the chances are great that if something does come up that slows the progress or needs urgent attention that, you know, has to be attended to, that I don't go, oh my God, I missed it by 5 miles at the end of the month. I can go, I've already crushed it. So I didn't get to run the last day of the month. I've already crushed it. You see where I'm going with this? And this isn't about bragging or, ooh, look what I'm going to run 100 miles this month. That's about showing you to stretch it out there, put it out there, to make yourself stretch and get into that champion mindset, no matter what it is. Whether it's running, your business, your relationships, raising your kids, going to school if you are a kid. You don't settle for average. Did you ever look at anybody on TV or anything and go, oh, that guy's so good, or that girl's so good, they're so average. I'm so glad they're so average. Wow, I really look up to somebody. I just want to be average. Or worse yet, I don't think anybody goes, I want to be a loser. I don't want to function in society. I want to live off of the world and let everybody else support me in that. Come on. I want to live under a bridge and get drunk every night. No, nobody wants that. Unfortunately, there's people living that lifestyle, But I do believe if they had a powerful why, like we talked about before, that wouldn't be the case. You know, why are you doing it? There's the key. So join me on some sort of challenge, guys, for this month. What, we're a third of the way, well, a little over a third of the way through the month. What can you do for the next 3 weeks that you would not normally do, that would break you through something, but would also, the accomplishment would make your life infinitely better? I don't know, maybe for you, you're behind in your taxes or something, and you've got to get them done. You keep putting it off, and it's miserable, and you got to hunt down paperwork, etc. How good would you feel if at the end of this month it was done? Maybe you commit to an hour a day. Maybe this thing's going to take you 15, 20 hours, and you're going, I don't have 15, 20 hours in the day to deal with this. What if you did an hour or two a day, and at the end of the month it was done, and there was this big relief off your shoulders? Oh, wow, right? So I'm just using real life examples, but really love to give you these real life examples because I want to see you take action. So how are you going to do it? Next time you go, well, I don't really feel like it, what are you going to say to yourself? F you, brain, I must. Stop giving me excuses, brain. I must do this, and just step into it and do it. And then you feel so dang good. So, on that note, guys, live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. Got a lot of good stuff coming up. This is Coach Lou, revitalizelife.com, XLR, the number 8, life.com. And for auctions, if you love auctions, bronsteinauction.com. Visit us. Check us out. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. We'll get you motivated. We'll get you the stuff you need. Whatever it is in life you need, you're in the right place, because we're going to get you there. We're going to get you there in a way that's ethical, amazing, and makes you happy and grow. You can't stay long.